Solomon's temple was a magnificent structure built by King Solomon in Jerusalem, as described in the Bible in 1 Kings chapters 6-7 and 2 Chronicles chapters 3-4. The temple was designed as a permanent dwelling place for God's presence among the Israelites. Here is a brief overview of Solomon's temple with some Bible verses. 1. Construction of the temple. King Solomon began building the temple in the 4th year of his reign, and it took him 7 years to complete it. The temple was built on Mount Moriah, where Abraham had been commanded to offer his son Isaac as a sacrifice. And Solomon began to build the house of the Lord at Jerusalem on Mount Moriah, where the Lord had appeared to David his father, at the place that David had appointed, on the threshing floor of Ornan the Jebusite. 2 Chronicles chapter 3 verse 1. 2. Dimensions and design of the temple. The temple was an impressive structure made of cedar, overlaid with gold. It was 60 cubits long, 20 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. The temple had 3 main parts: the outer court, the holy place, and the most holy place, also called the Holy of Holies. He built the house of the forest of Lebanon. Its length was 100 cubits and its breadth 50 cubits and its height 30 cubits, and it was built on 4 rows of cedar pillars, with cedar beams on the pillars. 1 Kings chapter 7 verse 2. 3. Furnishings of the temple. The temple was adorned with various furnishings, including a bronze altar, 10 lampstands, a table for the bread of the presence, and a large bronze basin called the sea. He made the sea of cast metal. It was round, 10 cubits from brim to brim, and 5 cubits high, and a line of 30 cubits measured its circumference. 1 Kings chapter 7 verse 23. 4. Dedication of the temple. Once the temple was completed, Solomon dedicated it to the Lord with a great ceremony. The glory of the Lord filled the temple, and the people worshipped him. Then the priests brought the Ark of the Covenant of the Lord to its place in the inner sanctuary of the house, in the most holy place, underneath the wings of the cherubim. For the cherubim spread out their wings over the place of the Ark, so that the cherubim overshadowed the Ark and its poles. 1 Kings chapter 8 verses 6-7. Overall, Solomon's temple was a remarkable achievement of architecture and engineering that served as a symbol of God's presence among his people.